Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning for our Remarkable Raider Assembly. During this assembly, we expect students to give their full attention to the speakers, and please be respectful of the students receiving your awards. We will recognize students this morning and staff that have exhibited excellence in academics and/or school citizenship. The students have worked hard to ensure a positive environment at Winslow Junior High School. These students have been respectful, responsible, and safe. The recipients have been nominated by a faculty member or members. The awards presented this morning are for recognizing student efforts for the months of November and December. If you're presenting this morning, please kindly introduce the next staff member to give the award. And we do have 25 recipients and 2 staff members this morning that we're excited to recognize. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Vigue.
Good morning, everyone. I have 2 awards to give for my UA Spanish class. 2 students who have been outstanding participation, effort, and their grades are just wonderful. So, 2 students for UA Spanish. They are Maddox Lambert and Hannah Small. Come on down. And up next we have Mrs. Booth.
Good morning. Hunter Steves has shown great growth in academics, staying on top of assignments. In the classroom, Hunter is continuing to improve on being focused and on task. He also demonstrates respect towards his teachers. Hunter is a role model to others in keeping safe and being respectful and responsible in the classroom, halls, and cafeteria. Hunter, keep up the good work. You'll do great things.
This young person is determined to finish everything she starts. She gets right down to it, completing every assignment with meticulous care, great insights, and tons of creativity. She has a wonderfully positive attitude which she brings to every class. She asks great questions and applies what she is learning to each assignment, showing how fully she gives attention to instruction and discussions. This student will go far and is already shining as a remarkable Raider, and that would be Sadie Snell.
Let's go, Mr. Wolf. Our next student, this student has shown exceptional dedication both in and out of the classroom and continues to be an outstanding example for his peers. Academically, they consistently demonstrate a strong work ethic, completing assignments with focus and precision. They have excelled in all academic areas, showing remarkable growth and enthusiasm for learning. In addition to maintaining excellent grades, they are also eager to help classmates who may need support or help. This student works hard in band to learn his parts and percussion section, puts in extra time and effort to make sure his solo part is just right. He brings in a positive energy to every activity and is always ready to lend a hand or share encouragement. What truly sets this student apart is his consistent respect, treating others with empathy and understanding. This young man is a true role model. Congratulations, Callan Oak.
For our next recipient, this student works hard to make sure her work is accurate and of high quality. She willingly participates and asks questions in class. Her work is meticulous and thoughtful. She is driven to do well and a good role model and example of how to be an engaged learner. Team 7 would like to recognize Kayla Fales as
Good morning. Team 7 is recognizing this student as a remarkable rater because she consistently puts forth her best effort in everything she does, always with a positive attitude. She is respectful and kind to her peers and teachers alike, making our classroom a better place. This year she was also accepted into the KV chorus, showcasing her musical talent. We're looking forward to all the great things Sailor Pierce will continue to achieve.
This student is being recognized this morning for her outstanding efforts in the classroom. She has role modeled respectful, responsible, and safe behavior all school year and made outstanding progress. Great work, Bailey. Bailey Ford. And next up is Team 8.
Good morning. The first recipient that Team 8 would like to recognize is a young man for his outstanding work so far this school year. This student is mindful when he works. He takes great care to show his knowledge and understanding. In addition to excellent work, this student is an excellent self-advocate for himself. He does not shy away from questions or an opportunity to share his thoughts on an issue. The effort and care that he shows in his work makes Zach Burnham a truly remarkable rater.
He'll be here Sunday.
Our next recipient is being recognized for his quiet leadership in all areas. This student leads with a sense of confidence and is an excellent role model to his peers. In the classroom, he is an engaged learner. He is thorough and diligent, carefully working through assigned tasks to ensure he meets the criteria and expectations of all of his work. When the opportunity presents itself, Weston Pappas will willingly take a rest to further his learning. Congratulations, Weston. Keep up the great work.
Teammate would like to recognize another student for his excellent contributions to our classrooms. This student is a natural problem solver who brings his unique spin to tasks. One of the characteristics we appreciate most is the sense of humor that he brings to any job. This student has an uncanny ability to share fun facts that usually result in a laugh or two. An academic leader who exudes confidence, he excels at whatever he puts his mind to, including a great singing voice that he often shares in science class. He looks out for his peers, and his contributions positively impact the learning atmosphere, encouraging others to participate actively. Keep up the great work, Rex Morin. Never lose your infectious joie de vivre. I don't know if I pronounced it right. I don't
know. Okay. Teammate would like to recognize the student for her exceptional adaptability and collaborative spirit. This student is an engaged learner who is attentive and works with diligence and care. She is a student that we can always count on because she works seamlessly with individuals and groups alike, always giving her best effort to foster a positive learning atmosphere. This student will advocate for herself when she needs it. Her advocacy not only enhances her understanding, but also encourages her peers to engage more deeply with the material. Thank you, Addie Willette, for your commitment to excellence.
Teammate is excited to recognize another student for her outstanding achievement and unique contributions to our classrooms. This student is a strong academic student and advocates for herself in her own unique way. Each day, she quietly demonstrates resilience and determination, and that helps her to thrive in any learning environment. She consistently seeks opportunities to deepen her understanding and engage in material. We are incredibly proud of all that Sophie Fortin has accomplished and look forward to seeing her continue to shine in the future. Congratulations, Sophie.
Teammate would like to recognize another one of our 8th graders for his outstanding work and great character. Rarely do you meet an 8th grader who can not only read a room, but change and control the temperature of that room, and do so with few words. He does this each day, usually through his quiet sense of humor and quick smile. He is a kind and genuine person to both his teachers and his peers. He can be a wonderful voice of reason. In addition to being an all-around great person, he shines in the classroom with stellar work and great thinking. Keep up the great work, Kaiser Stewart. we have Mrs. Hersom and Mr. Briggs.
Starting at a new school is never easy. Moving into a leadership role within a few months of being at a new school is pretty spectacular. Xavier, or Jose, Puerto Martinez, is finding his groove here at Winslow Junior High. He is involved in many activities and he is not afraid to step up to help with the student leadership project, to speak during announcements, or to help with any tasks that need to be completed. Xavier is respectful, well-spoken, and hardworking. We would like to recognize his efforts. Congratulations.
A quiet leader, Clarice Jones is dependable, consistent, and diligent. In our student leadership meetings, Clarice is always willing to step up to help with projects. She has great ideas to contribute and is creative with her work. Clarice is not one to seek recognition or praise for her hard work, which makes it even more important for us to acknowledge how much we appreciate all she does for her peers and for Winslow Junior High School. Congratulations and thank you, Clarice. Now I'll introduce our next presenter, Mr. Doran.
Good morning. Good morning. I am very fortunate to be able to teach a class called Hands-On Tech, which is basically a woodworking class, project-based class. And this year, we were able to do it in a half-year program. The class that I have is amazing. They build projects that anybody would be proud to bring home. But the two that I'm going to recognize just go a little bit above and beyond. You might call that perfectionist. So I want to just give a shout out to Matt Harrington and Elizabeth Morrison.
Mr. Hardy.
Good morning. Okay. As a teacher, it's cool to see when a student takes the initiative to assist a classmate in need. This 7th grade leader is helpful, patient, and supportive of her classmates. Her effort and enthusiasm both contribute toward a positive school class culture. The Remarkable Reader Award for PE goes to Ariana Tompkins Rodriguez. Next, I'd like to call out Mr. Briggs and Mr. Preble.
Good morning. Winslow Junior High would like to recognize Mrs. Jordan this morning. Mrs. Jordan is being recognized for her outstanding contributions as a long-term teacher this school year. She's a true professional and has played a key role in the success of many of our students during the time that she has been here. We wish her the best in her future endeavors, and thank you very much, Mrs. Jordan.
Every year in my 10 years of being principal here at Winslow Junior High School, one particular teacher continues to make a contribution to the Winslow School and Winslow community. Mrs. Lambert spends countless hours each holiday season working with her colleagues, school counselors, attempting to find families that are in need. Making phone calls, going shopping, wrapping gifts are just par for the course for Mrs. Lambert during this time of the school year. In addition to her teaching responsibilities, she leads the Social Studies Department and works with her Team 7 colleagues addressing the daily needs of our students and families. Thank you, Mrs. Lambert, for all that you do for our students. And that concludes the awards portion, but I'd like to introduce Mrs. Hersom to the stage at this time.
Hello again. So it's a good time of year, not only because of the holiday season, but because when we come back from our break, it is a new year, right? So we want to remind you of some important pieces of information that you may already know if you've worked with me, Ms. Michaud, any of your teachers. We tend to promote this maybe without actually saying this. So we want to kind of come together and remind you of two important pieces of life, right? So we have positive affirmations. You may not know what those are. Saying nice things about yourself is another way of putting it. And then the attitude of gratitude, so being grateful. And that's going to be different for every single one of you in here. But at the last staff meeting that we had recently, every teacher was given a little card with the same reminder. So regardless of what age you're at, what stage of life you're at, what you have going on in your life, we felt it was important to touch base on this with you today. So when you do this, when you take a moment to be grateful, to think of something positive, to remind yourself of what's going well in your life, what's good, right? There's actually like science behind it that's going to help almost reshape your brain. So what it is doing is really encouraging that positivity. It's going to enhance your relationships and the authenticity, like how real you are with relationships. If you've had a lesson with me in JMG in 7th grade, so some of you haven't seen this yet, we talk about empathy, and that includes kindness and forgiving people. Okay, so at this age, it's really easy to hold a grudge if someone's done something. But again, having that the positive thoughts and the gratitude helps with forgiveness and compassion. And in the end, it actually reduces anxiety, okay, which a lot of you express having, fear, and it's regulating your stress response. So part of this, and I'm looking at our front rows because it's our music people for band, part of this is related to music. A lot of you have come to me saying how much music helps you. That's like one of the first things you will list when I say, what is your strategy when you're stressed? Okay, so music helps. It actually creates a sense of safety, which might sound strange, but it's true. It can be joy-inducing. It can bring back memories of certain things. and it helps you regulate, which is a big theme of our school this year. So as long as technology works for us, we have something for you that ties into that.
So before we dismiss the most important thing of the day, almost, it's our ugly sweater competition. So before you can vote, you need to take a look at some of the wonderful sweaters worn today and who is in the running. You will be voting, listen, shh, sit down. We're just going to give you a sample. Staff members will walk across the stage. You will be voting electronically. Mrs. Burgoyne's working on a form, and you need to submit your vote by 2 o'clock today, and we'll announce the winner during holiday bingo during period 6. So staff, if you could line up behind Mrs. Hersom, if you are participating. Look closely at all of the, who's going to be, this is not a popularity contest. This is Burgoyne. So the reason I am not in the running is because I wore a beautiful sweater today. So you cannot vote for me. All right, so please listen closely. You are voting electronically, an electronic vote. You get one vote. We will tally at the end of the day. We'll rejoin in period 6 and explain the bingo for the afternoon. Take care of each other today. Let's have a great day together. First row, we're heading back to period 3, actually. 3.